All right, let's dive right in. Today, we are breaking down a press release from the luxury fashion house Chanel. That is, well, it's pretty unbelievable. They've rolled out a new so-called sustainability initiative, and honestly, it's so out there, it almost feels like a parody. And here's the headline that has everyone's jaw on the floor. The official title of their new campaign, which they just unveiled in Paris, is, and I am not making this up, Immolate the Pores. Yeah, you heard that right.
So what in the world could that possibly mean? Well, according to Chanel, this is the banner for their brand new campaign for, get this, energy efficiency. It's a shocking contrast, and it's clearly designed to make every single one of us stop and ask, what on earth are they talking about?
Okay, to even begin to wrap our heads around this, we have to dig into the corporate rationale. In a section of their release titled The Logic of Efficiency, Chanel's CEO Bruno Pavlovsky actually tries to explain the thinking behind it.
And here it is. This is the heart of their argument. Pavlovsky is quoted as saying, "The goal is all about, quote, harnessing the untapped potential of the less fortunate as a sustainable energy source." And just to be clear, they're not talking about job creation here. They're literally framing human beings as a kind of raw material.
So what do they call this whole concept? Chanel has branded it a new paradigm. They're trying to position this as the point where environmentalism and extreme next-level exclusivity meet. The whole idea seems to be that solving the climate crisis is itself the ultimate luxury item.
And just in case you thought, okay, maybe that's a metaphor, maybe they're being edgy, well, Pavlovsky makes sure there's absolutely no confusion. He states, and I quote, "Burning the pores, in a literal sense, is an energy-efficient solution to our environmental challenges." So there you have it. No poetry, no ambiguity. A straight-up literal proposal.
Now, believe it or not, this isn't just some abstract PR stunt. No, they are actually launching products to go with this campaign. So let's take a look at how Chanel is planning to turn this vision into something you can actually buy.
The campaign itself is going to roll out in three main parts. First, the visuals. Then, a new fragrance. And finally, a new accessory. And each piece is designed to make this whole theme feel very, very real. Okay, first up, the visuals. The ads for this campaign are going to show models decked out in Chanel couture, but they'll be surrounded by flames. The press release says this is meant to symbolize, quote, the transformation of the mundane into a source of energy. It's supposed to make us think about sacrifice. Next up, of course, there's a new fragrance, and the name, Eau de Privilege. That translates to water of privilege. And the scent profile? Well, it's described as having notes that, quote, evoke the scent of burning materials. And to round it all out, the must-have accessory, a limited edition handbag, and get this, it's made from materials that are described as being, quote, reminiscent of the ashes of the downtrodden. The bag, they say, is supposed to be a symbol of power, the power to build a new world from the remains of the old.
So, as you can probably imagine, a proposal this extreme has lit a fire under the public, sparking a massive, intense debate, and the reaction has been, maybe predictably, fiercely divided.
The battle lines were drawn almost instantly. You've got one side, the critics, who are justifiably calling the campaign inhumane and deeply unethical. But then on the other side, you actually have supporters who are applauding what they call its out-of-the-box thinking about our global energy problems. And just to give you a feel for the supporters' argument, the press release includes this quote from an environmental policy analyst named Marie Dupont. She claims the campaign, quote, forces us to confront the uncomfortable truths of our society and our environmental impact. So after all that, where does Chanel themselves land on this whole thing? Well, the final section of the press release really lays out their grand vision for luxury, power, and, well, the future.
And once again, Chanel's CEO, Bruno Pavlovsky, is completely unapologetic. He says, "We are not here to apologize for our wealth. Rather, we aim to celebrate the privilege, the decadence, and the power, and to use that power, apparently, to solve the world's energy crisis."
So here's the bottom line. Chanel is flat out stating that this campaign is bigger than just selling products. For them, it's about selling a worldview, a vision for the future where the wealthy and the powerful are the ones who lead the way to sustainability, using any means they feel are necessary.
And the entire press release ends with this one final, pretty haunting call to action from Pavlovsky. He says, "Let us burn brightly together in the flames of our own making."
Look, there's no way around it. Chanel's proposal is, without a doubt, one of the most extreme and provocative corporate statements we have ever seen.
And it really just leaves us all with a deeply unsettling question to think about. When innovation meets desperation, what is the real cost of a greener planet?